Well, give me a sec, guys. We'll get going here. Oh, shit. Almost there. Oh, shit, I'm a little behind schedule today here. Okay, so that's in. Okay, I should be able to just go here now. Okay, guys, how we doing? All right, I think we're live. I think we are. Check. Yeah, we should be. I never know until somebody shows up. There's some people. There we go. I'll be right with you. Okay, here we go. All right, we got a few guys here. All right, so let's, oh shit. God damn, I'm way behind schedule here. Okay, all right, everybody's here. Mike's okay, good. All right, let me get that a little closer to my mug. Oh, I got a toughie to start with here. Whoa, let me get rid of the, who gave me this? Griff. Oh, that's a good handle. All right, let me get rid of, disclaim. We are disclaimed. Okay, so this is from member Griff. Griff, that's a good handle. GRYF. Who's on here? We got okay, guys. All right, let's get rolling. All right, so this is his approach to this. Well, this is a very difficult count, right? There's no way around it. He's giving it to me a 1 hour. Let's see. Shit, are you guys here yet? Oh, you guys are still on, wait for the lag. You guys are still on the disclaim. Let me wait till you guys get there. Although last week, it's about 45 seconds, so just hang on. I guess it won't matter because my audio will be delayed too. Come on. God, that's a long delay. All right, I don't think it matters. Okay, so let's just I'm gonna just assume we're good. There we go. Okay, all right. God, that's a long delay. All right, here we go. So this is what is this fucker? Injective, I think it is. And from Griff here, I mean, boy, it's a bitch, right? So you've either got to truncate here. So this is good thinking, right? So one thought is, okay, we truncate. And then it would appear we go into another zigzag. Well, this may be what we're experiencing here. So a truncation like that, it's not like they don't happen, right? It's last resort, and that may very well be what we have here. So I took a look at this and said, okay, well let's consider. Is there an alternate, right? If we're not going to truncate here, is there another way we could count it? And that's kind of where I was here, and it's not much better. I went to a 4. Well, look, if you look at a daily here, this thing's been all over the place, right? So, I mean, it's pretty much the classic alt profile, right? We had the 22, right? We get a big impulse, big retrace, impulse, retrace. We're pretty deep. Now, I'm in arithmetic here. Do we need to be in log, right? You know, it's 4 times the range, right? It's kind of where you're forced to do it. I don't like going to log any more than anyone else, right? It's just you're just forced to do it because of the range. So let me reset that. It's such a dramatic distortion to where we are, right? And if we look here, like, oh shit, we've done a 38, and then you look here, like we're past the 707. That looks like 786. So you got to be mindful of that, right? Log is it's a pain, right? But we have to deal with it. So if we look at it here, now what it does do is it certainly clarifies the count here. So, oh fuck, you could do this a number of different ways, right? So at the end of the day, right? I don't know that it really matters if one. Oh fuck, we just keep it simple. 3 sideways, right? 4 is always the easiest to spot, right? So there's your. Okay, so it's you know kind of a bumpy start, but once we get rolling, you're pretty good, right? So what are we doing here? Well, again, that makes me a little uneasy. I'd rather focus in here and see if I can compact the range to where I don't need to be in log scale. Here, 13 to 40, you know, I might be able to take it out here. Well, this is as he's counting it, right? So he's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Oh, pardon me. Here it would be 4, 5. I'm going to truncate here. Well, I considered that, right? Is there another way we could count it? Again, it's not a whole lot better. I thought we might be able to squeeze a triangle in here, but I don't think so. So it's ABC, 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 ABC. But there's a 5 that finishes here. So it looks like you might squeeze into a flat that's maybe just shy of 90%, right? I'm not such a stickler for... Oh, fuck me, come here. I'm not such a purist, right, that I would DQ that. That's going to be close. Not quite, right? Now, hardcore, can you call that a flat? You know, it's pretty fucking close, right? Again, that's one that I think is overly restrictive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could I would trade this as a flat personally, right? Okay, so what comes off of here, right? Now, that's where it gets a little problematic. Like, okay, well, flat or not, right? If we're going to launch here, because we certainly, you know, get a reaction, right? We hit that 707. Look at the displacement, right? So you know, again, right? It's you know, we're making a realistic deduction here that with this kind of displacement, right? When we start from a pivot and we get that kind of displacement, again, you know, that's not retail. Right, so that's some muscle that's come in there, but I'll be damned if you can get this thing to be anything other than ABC, right? You know, you can't go 1, 2, 3, right? This is barely an impulse. You know, it's a stretch to call it an impulse. It gets pretty tricky in here. This would be hard for anyone to get a clean count on. You know, it does look like you get a 1, 2, 3 ABC. Again, it's flat, right? So you get a 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can get a flat there. There's a clear impulse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gives you a 1. Oh, I should probably take that up a degree to be consistent. This gets you up to sub, right? Okay, so 1, you're kind of stuck with this, right? You're just going sideways, right? It's just a box, right? We go sideways, W, X, Y. Because, right, and you're forced into it because you can't go A, B, C, right, because it's a 3. So you work backwards, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, right? So we get a 1, 2 here. It's kind of wide for a 1, 2, but you can just see it's consolidation, right? All squeeze, right? All squeeze, right? It's not surprising, right? You can anticipate that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so, or A, B, C, right? Now you're kind of you're kind of stuck with this as a diag. ABC. Oh fuck! You could do 5, 3. You could do this as a 5, 3. Yeah, you could do a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, but you want that in the as a leading, not an ending. Oh fuck! So actually, I'm wrong here. So this should be a 3. This should be an ABC into that 1. You can do it ABC, ABC, ABC. It ain't pretty. So when the count, right, for me, if the count is that much a struggle, you know, if I'm not in it, I'll wait till I get some more clarity. What's interesting, this looks exactly like the last correction. I'll come back here. Let's go to the 4. This ABC, right? It looks exactly the same as here, just on a smaller scale. We're out of letters, so I need a WX, Y, X, Z, X, keep going. It leaves me just, there are times where you're just going to pull up a chart and you go, fuck, I don't know where we are. It's wait, right? Is one thought. Well, why force a trade? I can't see any alternative other than that, right? I just don't see it in there. It's a 3 to a 50. Oh, what always look left, right? What could be holding that up, right? So we get right little bearish order flow. If I get that fucker right on there. Okay, right. So the up before we're down, right? We come back to tap it, right? Now we get through the 50 of it. Again, I mean, so often I make the assumption if somebody's posting something like this, they're in it, rather than, because you wouldn't bring that up and go, oh shit, look at this beautiful setup. More likely, Griff is in this, and he's like, whoa, where are we? Well, when it's that far off, we don't really have anything here we can lean into. You can make the case, okay, well, all this consolidation, right? We had acceptance here. We come back to it. We're just kind of pinging, right? Shit, if I'm not in this, I'm not looking to get in. But I don't think there's much to do here. You're right smack dab in the middle of these two algo pockets, right? On the assumption you're going to call this an algo pocket, you may not. Okay, well, all right, we can certainly make a deduction. Okay, some algo participated here. Would there be something on the other side? Well, let's take the lowest low. See if we get a 50. Oh, fuck. 50, 50, 50, 50. Is this any better? I'm not sure it's any better, right? So if we're going to truncate here, 3... you can get a zigzag here, so it'd be 3, 3, 3. Hello. Same thing, right? You're kind of left you're just in the middle, right? Target A, target B. The RSI is flat, right? There's just no edge here. That's the bottom line, right? You have no edge to take a trade here. There's really no reason. So if you're in it. Now, depending on what your P&L is, right, and one thought is just get out, right, until there's some clarity. It's just tempting to do that. I've done this many times. You don't know, so you go, oh, fuck it, I'll just leave it. Okay, right, we're in a crypto bull, so maybe, right, that's not unreasonable. Don't. Sometimes just getting out is the best thing to do, right? If you don't see an edge, why are you staying in? Well, I didn't want to take a loss. Okay, all right. I understand that. Right? Nobody likes to do that, but that might be better to take whatever loss, or I doubt it would be huge unless you took some sort of massive amount of leverage into it. You just get out, just sit it out until some clarity shows up. My suggestion. I don't see any count in there to give you an edge, right? So sorry, Griff. I'm as lost as you are in that count. It's not. It's always the idea here. We hope, right? Let me rephrase that. I always hope that we can bring up something and be like, "Oh my God, right now, whoa, go get it right now." It's not how it works with trading, and certainly with Elliott Wave, right? It's just a snapshot in time. Well, here as we look at it, maybe we have a setup here. Maybe there's something to keep your eye on. Maybe set some alert levels here. I got nothing here. So sorry on that one, Griff. Yeah, it's toughy. Okay, Mo Jaka on silver. Mo, I'm just checking here if people are abiding by our. Well, all right. Well, so I asked members. I say it's just to review here. So people that are not in our Discord, right? So normally we just let these guys post what they want. If they don't have a chart, we'll just take an asset. But we've had so many new people come in, and of course it's free to join our Discord. But we have a mix between premium members, paid members, and free members. So we put the condition on because we've been running so long lately, and 3 hours is too long for anybody, whether watching or giving it. So I put the condition this morning saying, okay, well, if you're a free member, the only requirement is that we're going to ask you to post a chart, right? So we can kind of see, are you applying what we're teaching? You know, learning anything? Or are you just in here to get a quick, so, you know, somebody tell me something about an asset I'm in? So we were looking for a little bit of restriction there. So Mojaka, you didn't post a chart. Let's see, do I have how am I looking here? See now, if I just do it anyway, then I'm not really enforcing here. All right, so what I'll do, Mo, is, I got it in Fellow Trader too. All right, guys, I'll come back to those, right? Again, I'm not trying to be a dick about it. We're just, you know, trying to, you know, prioritize to those people that have made an investment into the membership. Okay, so I will come back to those guys. I promise I will if we have enough time. All right, now I'm get to CryDisk. That's a good one, CryDisk. And he wants Ohm, but he gave me a chart, right? So let me copy the link here. Oh, I guess I'll come over that. Well, let's see here. Does that work if I launch that? I'm not even sure. What did you give me? OM? I don't think it. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's all right. Okay, so I guess we don't need the euro over here. I don't know why that's there. I get weird stuff when I copy because I get all of your settings. Okay, mantra, right? This is what you want here, mantra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well that would be a pretty short. So this is all quite good. It's a little bit of a problem, right? Like, well, fuck. What is this? My 2? Are we going to go 1, 2? Well, let's take a look here. That's a challenging. Let me see. What did you give me here? You gave me a 6 hour. Okay, so let's just. I think we probably have to stay. And you gave it to me on KuCoin. All right, so that's enough history. Holy shit! Look at this thing. So it's just the same thing, right? We get a little squirt. Oh, what a beast. Boy, that took off from July. All right, so is there any question here as to whether we have to be in log scale? I think probably not. All right, we got to deal with it. Well, okay, so CryDisk, we'd probably want to work backwards on this one, right? So something like this, well, we could probably look here and say we could probably all agree the 4 is likely in here somewhere. Right, so we stop progressing the trend. Now, do we need, right, sometimes you have to look at it and say, well, wait a minute, do I need this 1, 2? Well, if I do, right, then that's going to be this, right? That's where we would be, right? Because if this is the 1, 2, I need an impulse here. Now, could it be done there? That, again, looks like a 4. Right, the 4 usually, right, the retracements are the easiest thing to spot. Well, we stop progressing the trend. Oh, we'll pause, roll over. 1, 2, right? You can almost look here. That looks like a 4 as well. This clearly a 4. That's probably part of a 4, right? An internal 4. So, if just gun to my head, I'll probably. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Well, it almost doesn't matter. Let's go. A, B, C. Looks like a triangle there. Let's put the 4 there for the time being. Okay, so let's go up right now. We have to dig into that a little bit. Let's put you in white here so we can see. Oh fuck, come here. Well, we got to dig in there and see where the lows are. I know, right? So sometimes you're like, oh, fuck, man, why does it matter, right? We're way over here. Why are we dicking around over here? Well, I'm trying to get a handle on, okay, if this is 3-4, can I get a clean count here? It looks like I'm going to have to do WX, Y, oh, fuck me. I might be able, well, here's the low. I kind of want to get a triangle in there. I don't think I can. I can't do ABC. Oh fuck, let's keep it simple. X. It looks like A, B. I can't quite get that C in there. Oh, fuck here. Let's not lose time on that. Consolidation. I won't dig too hard on that, right? Because we can come out of this and say, okay, well, let's look for some algo participation. What's the first thing that happens? Well, first thing is we get a double right into a golden. So you know, again, right? Do we need to spend? You know, that could take me 20 minutes to figure that out, or at least a little bit longer. So let's not waste any time on that. So this looks like. Right, subdivision is playing, right? So you're like 1, 2. Oh well, I need an impulse. Right? So why would we not think this? Right? There's no reason not to go there immediately. Why'd you think something else? Right? As it sits right now, I've got a swing. So what does that mean? I have here, right? So we know, right? So double into a golden means I have a golden corner pocket. Highest odds in trading. Least utilized technical tool in every trading package. There it is. Never been a live stream or a video where I didn't show it to you. Right? How many people drew that, right, and had that as a target? All of you, right? If you see it, draw it. Ooh, I just got a new title. You know, I've done something like, I don't know, almost 5,000 videos. You have to have a different title on every single one of them. Hard to come up with titles, right? So if I can ever get something that works, okay, right? So that seems like, well, okay. Why not? Why would you think something else than that? From this launch, right? Consolidation leads to expansion, right? It's the absolute universal truth in life, the universe, and the markets. From contraction comes expansion. So there's really no reason to. You know, so this, right, you're on the right track here, but you ran out of numbers, right? So the thought of going 1, 2, probably not, right? So 1, that wouldn't be your 2, likely. Right? Now, you know, fucking anything's possible, right? But likely 3, 4, we're just in the extension of the 5th, right? The implication is that there's more to come, right? So this might be a natural spot, assuming, now we don't have it, right? So you got to be careful about filling this in your mind's eye. Yes, that looks like the path we're on. Well, since this is, remember, this is that 80% is a one-time use, right? So since that's burned, we can take that off. Oh, that's going to be kind of a, it's just vertical, right? So in that same thinking, from contraction comes expansion, contraction. Any question about the trend, right? It would have to, it would be really kind of surprising for this trend to just collapse. All right, so. Well, we're still, for the channeling, right, this would be too sharp. So I would do it this way. I'd go off the 1, right, on the assumption we're going to get up there in that range. Right, so maybe a sliding parallel right here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, right, 3. Looking for this to stay and complete all, right. I would not be expecting that to get on the other side, but it could, right, certainly. Ideally, we're just going to go up here and tag that 3. So buy it, well, there's the RSI, right? You're a little hot here. Well, I mean, sure, but okay. So you could certainly buy this, right? I would be mindful of risk reward here. How much do you want to give that, right? You want to give it to that pivot? I may not, right? I might just keep it there. But see, with something like that, where you're going to be in right or wrong pretty quickly, that's something that lends itself to some leverage, right? So, okay, well, if I'm going to use the low here of the box, let's give it a tick or two. 5 to 1, you could lever that. Do the math, right? What's going to happen if you're stopped? Can you afford it, right? Is it going to wreck your day? You know, you don't need to. I mean, one thought, you know, let it complete here, so you know you've got your completed impulse. Wait for the retrace 4, right? Take the 4 to the 5, which would be, oh, what are we completing up here? No, we'd be completing the 5 up here. 3. Oops, so it would be this way. Now that's a big expectation that we're going to go in a straight line there. So recognize that if this pushed off here, it wouldn't disrupt this count at all. But look at the size of the 2 relative to the 4, right? That would keep me kind of looking, okay, looks like we're good. That's the daily. Let's try to go down to a 2 hour, right? So as we go sideways here, Well, okay, so this all just makes it look better, right? So is there any question in anybody's mind about what just happened here? Right? Do I even need to put it on there? Right? That's liquidity, right? That's just a straight liquidity grab, right? That's just what you want to see before a launch. You want them to see take the stops. Anybody think there might be some stops down here? All of this imbalance. Now, note, right, if we start to unwind, well, here's you got barely, maybe you can make a statement. Case here, you got some bullish order flow there. There might be some unfilled orders there, but boy, if this thing starts to come down, you got a long way to go before you've got any support. This is wishful thinking, perhaps. So all the more, right? Okay, if that's good, well, do I get a 1 here? Do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like you do. It's perfect, right? It's an impulse. Right? This is where Elliott Wave guides you, right? This is the, I say this all the time, right? It has an advantage over any other technical approach, right? Because of the decision matrix. That's why we teach it, right? If there was something better, I'd be teaching that. There's not, right? I've looked at them all. There's an impulse. It looks like an A, B, C, right? We're not quite getting there. More liquidity sweeps down here. Let's take it out of log since we can focus here. How far do we come, right? It's the same thing, right? Every chart approached exactly the same way. Could it be the 2? Well, yeah, of course, right? We could do something like this. You want to tighten it up a little bit on the assumption the pivot's in. It's not the greatest 1, 2, 3. That looks like, well, it's a little distorted. You can do that. Fuck. 1, 2. Oh, that's not great. Oh, there's a 30-minute. You can take a swing at that. It's not ideal. That's not a great launch, right? And is that, whoa, that's the correction? Oof. Well, there, you got an A there. Possibility, right? We get something more like that, right? This is just all part of the B here. Let's take that off. A, B, right? You might get a higher B. I'd like it better, right? If it did that myself, right? I'm not in this. A, B, C. I'd like that a little better, to tell you the truth. And take the C a little bit lower. Do you see the problem? How imbalanced that would be? And this is the C. We got this giant A, and this with baby little squirt for a C. I mean, it looks like a 3, all the more, right? A, B. Looks like we're going for that C. So that's. I'd be careful there with that, right? So you can kind of see how retail could be suckered into this. Okay, right. So there we got a little resistance there. Okay, so retail is going to look at this and think, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh fuck, we're going to do it there. They're going to think the low is in, right? And we're off to the races. Well, I would not consider that cleared until we got on the other side of the golden here. Because what I think we're likely to be doing here, this is just and from doing this for a long time. Do I know I'm right? Of course not. But this is how I would approach that. I do not like this. All right, so A, B, can I get a little push up here for a 3? Yeah, that's not a great start either. You'd have to get a 2 down there, 4-ish, right? To come up one more time for that. But then what I'd be after here is A, B, C. Right? Then that thing sticks to your mouse. That would feel a whole lot better to me. And now I'm coming in down here. I'd have the right target. Oh, you got some bullish order flow down here. You should have some demand. So that looks a whole lot better to me. Something like that. So I'd be careful of that. That's just the kind of thing that would suck retail in. They buy it. They don't know the golden zone's there. Rolls it over. That's my thought on that one. It's Is that CryDisk? Yeah, that's CryDisk. CryDisk. Okay, Dr. Alben, he's given Mojaka and fellow trader a little nudge there, reminding them to post a chart. Okay, so next up, Quim. Okay, oh, wait, nope. I got Depeche. Oh, yeah, I want to see what Depeche is up to. Minuscule waves. Copy link. Okay, so let's put it over here. Good good swing at that though, Crydisc. Good swing. That's a tough one. Okay, Depeche, where are we? Oh, Solana. Okay, good. Let's see what he's thinking. This guy does nice work. Right, this is why we want to see your chart, right? Want to see how you're coming along and how your skills are progressing, right? Now, Depeche was good when he got here, right? So, okay, let's see how we're looking here. So, 3 TP zones. This is good work. Well, just you see the amount of time that he spent here. So this is what I like to see. So I know his conviction is there because he's taken the time to work through all of these. So in that process, you're building conviction along the way. Okay, I can understand it. Does this fly? Yes. Fly? Yes. Is it clean? Yes. 5-3. What are we doing? 5-3. 5-3. 5-3. Right? Like just genius of Elliott. You hear me say that all the time. So I got a good contender for a 3 WXY. Spot pairs, right? So what? I'm on the perpetual, right? So that's always a little bit of a trade-off. So that's close enough where the truncation might make sense, particularly since we're on the perpetual here. So 1-2, right? So let's see. Am I on the copy? I can work with this, can I? I think I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, so here we are. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why would you assume anything other than a 5? What are your choices? Okay, well, if it's WXY, we're going to do another X here. Oh, let's see. He said miniature waves can be disabled. More downside. Okay. Well, beautiful, right? So right in line with me. So as I was just saying, what would the alternative be if we went into an X and then, well, let's see. Could we do this as a 5? Ooh, that's close. Right, that's close, right? Of all the rules, it looks like it probably, it's just barely. Looks like it's a true double. How are we doing that, Depeche? You need a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Must be. Okay, that's really close there, but let's go with it. So if we pop here for a 3, okay, well, then it's an ABC, and right, this is where the decision matrix comes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're going to overlap the 1. What happens here, right? 2 and B, right? That's the sucker wave, right? So if this is a 5, if I go 1, 2, 3 into a 5, well, how do I know? Well, you don't know, but you can manage the risk here pretty easily, right? If you were going to buy it right here, well, you wouldn't buy it right there because your assumption would be, the first assumption would be is he's already, I don't have to tell him this. Your first assumption is that it's going to be an impulse, right? Well, you don't want to assume anything else, right? So we're not going to overlap the 1. Well, if we overlap the 1, what's the next thought? Oh, well, fuck, maybe it's a diag. Well, did we do it as a series of 3s? Is it A, B, C here? A, B, C. All right, if it's 5, 3, 5, oh, well, you're not thinking, right? Because of where we are, right? Context matters. So you wouldn't be thinking a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 diag, right? To end, right? That's a leading. So that process of elimination takes you through the decision matrix here that it affects your bias, right? Do I want to trade this? Well, do I think I have any conviction to do it? Well, either way, if it's ABC, right, you're looking for a 5 here. If it's 1, 2, 3, you're looking for a 5. So you're going to sell that? I think not. I think you're going to buy that all day long. Look, where's the better risk reward? You're going to sell that there? Right into the support? Right into the support? You're going to sell that? Probably not, right? The thing of it, if you did it, right, and you went back and you're reviewing your trades, right, you're going to be kicking yourself there? Probably. Like, what the hell was I? Now, sell it up here. Different story, right? Oh, well, I had a legitimate thought here that this was corrective. We did a 3. I'm looking for the 5, right? So I'd be looking to buy down here. This is there's so much good work here. Let's take that one back off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. Well, that's his primary, right? So I like this count much better. Let's get that a little brighter. WX, AB. That's a little skinny. ABC 1, 2. Right. There's, as far as I'm concerned, right, that's a great opportunity to buy it. Where's your stop? I mean, you give it a little room. You might give that a little cushion, right, for some wick jamming, right? That you know is going to. If they get close to it, right, you can anticipate they'd go for it. What is anybody confused about where the stops would be? You think there's a few stops there? You think we're the only ones that know that? Probably not. So let's see, what am I on, 1 hour? Wick the golden. WX ABC into a 2, right? 707. Here's the wick. 1. It's deep for a 2. Well, you know, one thought is you might look at this and say, okay, well let's let this pop a little bit higher. All right, let's get a little more traction there. Because if this is the 2, oh shit. It's not much of a 1, is it? Well, that looks like 8. Well, I know he sees this. It's just for you guys watching. Right, that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ABC here, boy, that's getting mighty close. So up, that's a good sign. Now here I'm on a 10-minute, but I get displacement here. But that's the 1? Oh, fuck. This ain't great. That's what you'd be trading. That's a bit of a stretch. Jesus, I hate to go down this far. It's barely, you know, I mean, maybe you get into the channeling. Okay, we broke the channel, right? But if this breaks, right, it's game over, right? So all the more, right? I mean, you could take this as, okay, we've got a pivot, right? It gets mighty close. 1, 2. We've got that displacement down here. This fair value gap sitting there. Okay, well, I could take the test of that. I mean, shit, I'm gonna go buy this a little deeper. Right now, we're gonna have some volatility. Oh, fuck. Oh, this could probably happen while we're on here with the Fed announcement. Which is there anybody not anticipating the quarter point? But it'll all be about the press conference afterwards. See what's his tone like. So a little pullback here. Stop under the low. You could even lever that. Don't go crazy. You know, don't do 500x, right? But you could lever that because the stop's so close. If you get a pop, great. Not. Next trade. Yeah, it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got it's the leading diag there. It looks like, well, you might diag there as well. Okay, right. So that looks pretty good. Thanks for that, Depeche. That's good work as usual. He does very, very nice work. Guys, keep an eye on him. Okay, so there's where's that Solana to the tether. Let's get out of that. Let's get back to the daily. Okay, so next up, Quim. Oh, wait, I got back-to-back Solana. Okay, well, let's see what Quim is thinking. Just out of curiosity. Let's see how he's handling that count. Everybody loves Solana, so let's see how he's handling it. Okay, so now we're over on, hang on. Sorry, back. Okay, so what happened to your chart? You're on Binance. Why didn't I get it? Oh, shit. Why did I not get your chart here? So, well, we can look what he's doing. So he's doing the same thing, right? So one, oh, shit. Oh, he's doing it as an A. And we're not done. Well, that's interesting. Well, there's a 5 there. That's, you see the 5, Quim, you see that 5 there. 1, 2, 3. Why can't I get this? Maybe if I just do, no. Did you do Tether? USD? I don't know why I can't get your USD on Binance. Why can't I get your work to come up? Shit, I can't. Does that work? Nope, I can't. It won't come up. Let's see. Nope, those aren't. All right, let's see if I can work off this. All right, so as we just did it, ABC, then it, as an A, right? So it's interesting. I think 1, 2 is a better fit here, right? So as we just looked at it, if you can see my, oh shit, I don't have anything I can draw on here. Let's go back here. Oh, Quim, sorry, I can't get to your, chart. I guess this is fine here. Oh fuck. Okay, so let's come at it fresh. This is what I think you gotta be mindful of right here. Now we get some overlap here, but it sure looks like a 5, right? So if this is a 5, even with a diag, right? So that means we could tee this up coming the other direction. Big, right? These are unusually big swings. So 1, 2, 3, right? So do the same problem. Let's go. Problem's the wrong word, right? Same challenge. How do we wrestle with this? Too. Well, there's the 4 of the 3, right? So we can spot that. Do I need to be in log here? No, I do not. I am not. Yeah. Okay. So we got to be mindful of our absolute low here. That's got to stay as where we exit. Well, the only alternate here I can see that let's go down one here, because that's often what you're trying to do is say, okay, well, what if not this, then what? Right now we're getting mighty close to this, right? And it looks like this isn't. What is that? That's nothing. We're waiting for the Fed. So they're possible, right? It's possible we could see something like this. We're doing, this is the 4, right? Some sort of consolidation down here. So we A, B, because there's a completed impulse right here. A, it's a little funky. If I go, let's go to a 10-minute. Tough, right? Tough to get an impulse in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, barely makes it, right? So perhaps corrective. I know everybody's trading this, so we'll give this a little bit of time too. And it's tempting to do that, right? Are we done there? Well, what's that? Or do we need to come down here? And this is just a long 4. Could have a little more in it. But see the imbalance, right, with the time? It's the 2 to the time. Okay, now I'm getting pretty skinny down here. Well, this would make it a little easier. Come down, sweep that low. Then you've got a very low risk trade, right? If you're entering down in this zone, you're going to short it, right? It's the risk reward, right? Your target would be the prior high, right? It's pretty straightforward there, right? So buying here, selling here, buying in the discount, selling at premium. It's a tricky count, no question, but that's a 5. You don't rush, right? There's no reason to do anything, right? If you're in and you're long, I wouldn't let today run the Feds, and I'm probably not going to, tank the market. I say that, and I better be careful. Not likely to tank the entire crypto complex, right, and just end the bull market. So if you're in it, I'd sit. If you're looking for an entry, well, that's pretty low risk. You can, I mean, depending on the size, right, and how much you want to be in Solana, you can move your stop down here. $707. So it'd have to be 1, 2, 1, 2. One, if I label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot to lean into that assumption that we're going to hold there. Alternate, right? Just stop down below. So whatever's happening here, if this ends up being something wacky, you know, we do something like this, right? If we do this, different ball game. But if we come down to this, right? Okay, something weird happened in here. I certainly wouldn't be a seller here, right? Just simple premium discount would keep you on the buy side. Okay. Good work, guys. Quim and Depeche, very nicely done. Golden ratio. All right, what's he thinking? So let's see if I can open in browser. Golden ratio is giving me, looks like that's from his phone. That's all right, chart's a chart. So, oh fuck, what are we looking at? I can't even tell what it is. Oh, silver. Silver. Are these futures? I said, where the fuck are we? 30, is that silver? It must be. There's not a crypto name. Fuck. Is there? Silver USD? I think he's silver USD makes me think he wants crypto. Maybe he's just doing oh fuck, I think he wants silver. So let's go to the futures market. Silver futures. I think that's what he wants, right? So let's go S1. Let's see. That's that. Yeah, that's got to be it. That's where the price is. Okay. All right. Now we got that sorted out. I'm so used to crypto. I'm shocked when I see someone doing metals. All right. What are we doing with silver? All right. So I always start on the daily. All right. So let's just get, you know, what's our range here? That looks, that's pretty deep. Looks like that's going to be past the golden. Yep. Okay, well, it looks like you have a diag here, and you've got some sort of a 3 here. That's impulsive. Oh, all right, well, let's just start, right? So let's just do something like this and see how that plays, right? So you got to put them somewhere. Let's just see if we can make that fly. What did you give me? So what you gave me time frame? 3 day. Okay. So you're going 1, 2, and we've completed the 3. Okay, so let's start with the daily. All right. Here we go, right? Same way every day, every time, right? So there's it's a little wacky in there, but you can just look at the swing structure, right? You going to call this a 3? Probably not, right? There's a 5 that's in there. Kind of the same here. It's not, these are not beautiful impulsive structures, but you'd be hard pressed to call that anything but a 5. But a 5. It looks like it's doing in a series of ABC, 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 well, that looks like a 5 to finish it. Can we do a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5? Let's see if we can squeak that in there. Nope. Well, you might be able to do it here. You have to do 1 A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure I like that better. Now we got the same problem here, right? We can't do an impulse, and that looks like a 3. So can we do a 1, 2, 3? Yeah, it looks like we can. So the bigger, it looks like this has got to, it's not done yet. So if it's a series of threes, we could look at it this way and say ABC into a 1, ABC into a 2, ABC into a 3, ABC into a 4, but that's an impulse, right? So the assumption would be it'd be up there. So let's take this, oh, come here. White. So we're already getting a little, let's go up here. Use that 5. Well, that's a WXY. You're stuck with that. There, right? 3, 3, 3. You're stuck with it. Let's see how this finishes. Okay, so I've got a 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, which would suggest we're not done. B still could be going in. As I see that. Oh, fuck, come here. A. Ah, fuck. Did we overlap? Yeah, we did. Well, let's see. Let's go down and see if we can fix that. Is there a way to fix this? Could we be done here? You kind of want it to be done. Well, there's A. There's 1. Ah, shit. Here, come here. That's 5, 3. Fuck. Well, if that's your 1. Well, we got to start it. So it looks like we're here. That's a fucker, isn't it? Let's see. Can we do it as a triangle? Yeah, I think we can. Okay, so I think we can make that fly as a triangle. Force fit? Maybe. Great. Yeah, I don't think that will fly. That won't work. So we got to put the 4 here. It's a pain in the ass, I know. Trust me, it's mighty annoying. Now, interestingly, if we do a close, we don't get it. Well, it looks like we got an A coming down there, so let's take this up. This is a tricky one. All right, let's get you down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to just barely get a new low there. Is that a 5? Right, it's not. We get it. We get a new low here. It looks like you can work that as an ABC. Looks like that's technical. Hello. Golden. We pull from the 2 right there. Interesting. Well, let's keep it here. Not quite. Right. So coming down here. All right. Would that fly? I think it might. Okay, so let's pull back out and see if that makes sense with where we are. We need a deeper B. So to flesh that out, until we get a new low here, right? I've got to put them somewhere, right? So I would be looking for something like that. We are not anticipating this to be overlapped. So we'd be... I think you're stuck with that. That's a fucking bitch right there. Micro, what have we not used? Okay, so let's get back out to it. Now we go to an 8. Okay, so this is looking for, we still don't have a 3. Wait a second, let's get you up. Looking for the C of that 5. Oh, no, it would be here. So this actually, sorry. Let's get these up to the right degrees. Well, that's a tricky one, no doubt. So we're going with a 1, 2. All right, let's measure. When in doubt, right? Always come back here and let's start measuring off, right? It takes just a couple of seconds to do it. Could that be our 3, right? We're more likely we'd want to see it a little bit higher. Do I have some channeling, right? Now can we get the geometry involved? Well, let's do it this way. I'll probably put it here and put a sliding parallel on it. Now, if it comes deeper, right, then we'll cut it in half. But right now, it looks like you'd be looking for something like that for the C. And then if we put the algo target back on there, right in the pocket, we get a B there. 3, 4, A, B, C. But you're looking for 3 at that degree, so actually that has to go up one more. 1, 2, trying to get A, B, C here. A, B, C. That's what you're after. Now, do we get it? I have no idea. This really affects the whole count, right? Pretty dramatically. I can't get a triangle in there. It's too off. So it looks like what you've got there is an A, working on a B as we come down, looking for, which, okay, right, if we're going to have a rate cut today, you know, that might be, put a little pressure on silver and gold. That's, I think, what you're stuck with there. It's not a pretty chart. New York metals markets are, they're hard to trade. Some people, you know, if you specialize in it, I've got one guy who works with me over on the indicator side who just loves trading gold. Right, it's very technical. Right, you get just like any market, you got to spend time on it. Right, kind of, they have characteristics, things that they like, certain extension ranges that are consistent. Right, with how the algos are written in there. Let's bring you down. Okay, that's a tricky one. That's not my favorite. Right, so if I'm sitting here, I'm not doing anything. Now, if I were to come down here, if I had to trade this, I'd wait for something to complete down here. I'd get the range and the retrace and look for that. Because we're expecting, if this is going to finish as a zigzag, 5, 3, 5. Right? So to finish that, you're looking for this. To get your all part of that 1, 2. Just out of curiosity. It's going to be 2. It's not going to be sharp enough. Already got it. All right, that's what I see there. I don't think that's your best of all the things we could be trading right now. I'm not sure that's where I'd be looking to park capital, given that count. But get down here, pop, retrace, and then I'd be back in. I'd be real interested right there. Okay, thanks for that one, golden ratio. I think I got. Did I get you? 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, shit. Let's make sure I didn't leave you hanging there. If it looks any different over here. Now you get the same problem right here. All right, this is altering the count. So you decide, right? You want to follow rules or guidelines, right? If you don't, right, well, then you're doing your own thing. I mean, they're rules and guidelines for a reason. You don't have to follow them. Just would strongly encourage, if you put a big fucking something right there, so you know when you come back and review the result of a trade, did that work for you or against you? That's what I would suggest. Okay, so thanks, Golden Ratio. Okay, Q. For weeks, I seem to be profitable. So Q, okay, so he's got a little story. For weeks, I seem to be profitable, but then blow away back to where I started. So trying to learn discipline more than anything, learning a lot from these streams. So thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to read that, Q. All right, well, let's see, Q. Let me just check your... All right, you didn't give me a chart, so I'm... God damn it. It gives me that nice comment here. Okay, Griff's coming back. All right, so... Oh, fuck. Adam, do it. I like these guys. It's hard for me to say no. USDT. All right, so let's see. I shouldn't do this since I said no to the other guys. But all right, so I'm kind of curious, right? So this is... I have a fairly... Oh, a couple of my guys are super hot on this, right? So I follow along with them because the TA looks good, right? I have a pretty big position in this. Not that that should matter, right? Just mention it. I don't want to be accused of pumping my own book, but so I just tell you if I'm in something, I'll tell you. All right. So, and is there any question about? Do we need to look at log scale? Right. Well, I think so. Right. Oh, all right. So the other thing here, it lets me see. Okay. Jesus, is that? Little wick. Wick got through. All right. Well, let's. Oh fuck! Did you give me? Okay. So Q. Well. Okay. So if you're in this, let's just keep it simple. We have a 5 there. Yeah. Okay. We can probably handle this pretty quickly. There's A, B, C. Oh, extension in the 5th, right? So we're you're down here where you're anticipating a reaction. Looks like they got wicks got through that. No, there's a close below, so they lost this algo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, well, I always just like to get the lows and highs wicked off. Okay, well, the premise is we've got a good low here. Now, what do we... I just kind of want to see why. Why here? Well, isn't that just a natural question? Why there? Front run? Oh, I suppose there's a case for a WXY here, but I don't think it matters. So let's do a. I'm right with you guys. I'm wondering why. Okay, so there's the highest pivot. It's not there. It's not that. Well, oh wait, wait a second. It's going to be too far there. It would have been a good case here to have the C over here, but we didn't hold. Right? You can see how that your thought could have been here. Oh, 1, 2, but with the rollover, right? We got to go this direction. So let's go to a 4. See how that looks coming off the low. Well, you've not much alternative to this. Okay. Well, so right, as always the case, right? You got to put them somewhere and say, okay, well then let's work backwards. Does that fly? It seems like it does. All right, well, the ABC is pretty. All right, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to spot the 3. 1, 2. Well, you pick your 4. Probably here. 2. We hold the low, right? So. You can look at this as consolidation. What comes from contraction, consolidation, expansion, and we expand with huge displacement, right? So again, we know this is not retail. Retail has no capacity to do that. We're going to call this anything other than an impulse? Probably not. I might take this up. just to see if I get a little better clarity here. So all you're doing is doubling these to go to a 1070. All right, so it shows me a little bit, okay, if that's the 3, 4, 5 of 3, right? So I can see the peak being, okay, if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that looks like A, B. So would we be done there? Maybe. It's a little unbalanced, right? What we're going to do A, B, C. Looks like there's a 5 there. Fuck, I can't say I love that. That's candidate. Well, it's setting up for it. So you've heard me say this many times, right? This is all trading is ever. It can be boiled down to this. We've got a swing. Now this is internal, right? From this side of this low. Now it's coming down. We're retracing, but we're retracing from the high as well. So this is the question, right? This is the trader's conundrum at every decision point in the market. Does it hold, or do we break? That's all trading is. That's all it's ever been. Because you can look at this and say, oh, does it hold or does it break? That's it. That's all the market can ever do. You can really simplify it down to that at every decision point, every decision matrix. Does it hold? Well, what can we use to help give us some ammunition, right? Well, there's a 50, right? That's probably the most common retracement is 50%. Why, right? Because back in the day, before everything was on computer, the guys could do the math quickly on the trading floor or in the pits, right? Say, oh, fuck, we're halfway. Oh, let's buy it. That seems like that's enough. Oh, okay, half. That's about good. So context matters here a little bit, right? Are you going to? You could make a case for A, B, C. Not terribly imbalanced, right? The A is a little pip, right, compared to the C. But then immediately, right? So you would look at that. So this is the thought process, which is I hope what you guys get from this. Okay, so wait a second. That's going to be my 4. Well, wait. Well, look at and again, the market's not obligated to rebalance this, but it's what does it usually do? Okay, so that's my 4 compared to this 2. Well, so right off the bat, I would start thinking, well, wait a minute. Well, yeah, that's probably a 3, but couldn't that also be a W? Yeah, sure could be. All right, we're coming that low for the 4. Well, then don't forget steps. How did it do on that third? We went, past the 2618. That's fucking a monster move. Let's take it out of log. How do we do here? Way beyond. What's my range here? From 3 to 11? I have to be in log, right? 4 times it's mandatory, right? If you're 4 times the range, you've got to look at it in log. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh. Now, who's in control here, right? Where's the algo, right? Algo's move the market. Who's in control? Why? I wonder why it stops there. We've gone from a golden zone to a 50. Who's got an edge here? Well, you could make a case, right, that the edge would be the lack of balance between this correction and this correction. So I'd give the edge, right? So here, since this is such a fuck, that's perfect. They're both to the tick. What's the edge that you can give that? Context, right? That's the 2 and that's the 4. Because this would have to be a 1, 2. Right? We're going to keep going. That's going to make for, again, the market is not obligated to balance that out, right? It's going to do what it's going to do. But we just look at that and say, okay, well, if I'm going to put money at risk, is that where I want to do it? Well, if this is the 2 and that's the 4, let's get a little more in there. All right, we've identified that. Well, where do the 4s usually go? Okay, I mean, wouldn't you? Whoa, 38. Wouldn't it occur to you? Say, well, shit, where do they usually go? Let's look. 38, right? Does that mean the 4 is in? Well, fuck, it could be. If you're dying to get long, right? You don't want to buy it right now. You're sitting right at equilibrium. So if your thought is, oh, it's 1, 2, which is not unreasonable. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your 5. Pretty shaky. Now, Could be we're just, you know, treading water till we get through the Fed. Not hard to decide where you'd be wrong. Let's go. Oh fuck me, where are we here? So all right, if you're itching to get long, you got a pretty. There's probably a little demand zone down here as well. If you're itching for it, there you go. Right, stop under the low. Because if we start to come down this direction, well you're gonna be thinking, oh fuck, I get it. 4's not in. All right, we rebalance this thing. Now it starts to look a little more balanced. Right? It just doesn't have to be equal in time. It's just the amount of time spent here and the complexity to it. So you probably call this complex, right? So something simple here. It's flat, sharp, alternation, right? You're looking for something to alternate. Doesn't have to do this. Just right, that's a guideline. That I love, right? So where's the trade? Right there. Looking for that to go, right? So if we're done, you got a little pocket. Well, so let's see, I'm on Binance, right? So we could do it this way. Oh, here, that'll do it. All right, so let's take it from the low. Okay. It's always good to do this, right? So where the ledges are where you see reactions, right? So we get a reaction at the ledge, right? So right, we don't get the divot. Let's get that out of there. All right, what's at the divot, right? So there's high volume here, right? There's the little pause, right? The pause for the cause before we go up, right? A little contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. Right? It's absolutely, if you want guarantees in the market, that's the only one I can give you. From contraction comes expansion. Are we consolidating up here, contracting up here before we're expanding down? Well, we don't know. What's the trend, right? So we want to be bullish. I love it here. I love it after a little pop down here. You may not get that. Maybe you're up here. Right? Maybe we do a double here. That's the same approach. I can put a stop here, because if it breaks this, it'll go quickly to the next one. That's why you're looking for those. If it breaks this ledge, we're very likely to go down to the next high volume mode. Right here. Break, no support. Oh, support. So if we're doing this. Still like it for the 4. X, A, B, C. And we're going deeper. There's a logic usually you can find, right? You don't have to go, oh, fuck, I don't know. Let's just buy it, right? The trend is up. There's usually, if you really dig, you can start to put together a logical scenario here and a roadmap that would make sense. Well, where could size get in the market and not disrupt things? Not here. Definitely here. Where's POC? Down here they can't. It's the same thing, right? You don't often you don't even have to draw or put the volume profile on, because you know where the consolidations are going to be. Duh. Good one, right? So anything to do now? Well, not on a Fed day, right? I'd sit let's see what comes of this. Because we have that inclination doesn't mean we can't be doing this, right? It doesn't mean we aren't doing 3. Pick your poison, but why take the risk today, right now, when you're stuck between a golden zone and a 50, right? I'd sit tight on that one. Okay, all right. That's Q. I did it since it was such a nice note. Okay, Dr. Alban's coming back with Solana too. All right, so I got 3. Everybody loves Solana. So let's come back over here. Let's see what Dr. Alban's thinking. I got to copy his. Let me save that. Do I get your Solana over here? I do. Okay, so I'm going to kill that one. Okay, Dr. Alban, he likes them on top, right? It's just funny, right? So you get used to something, you can't undo it, which is why I immediately undo it, because I'm not used to it. I'm used to that. Okay, I like what you're doing here. Right? I like that you're tracking out the support and resistance, obviously, right? Resistance, right? Becoming support. Very nicely done. Now, he does this just to, I think, to help show me what he's tracking. Okay, so let's come back, Dr. Alban, see where we are. Oh, shit, okay. Oh, we're not in log, that's why. All right, this is just me. I do this for my brain. That's my color schemes, right? It's just, again, it's what you're used to. I take the volume off just to free up that space. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So this is some of the cleanest Elliott any asset anywhere, right? Solana's just been unreal, right? Especially when you get out to a daily 5, 3, 5. We're not done here. 1, 2, there's the 3, right? So 3, 4, right? Any trouble spotting the 4? Probably not. All right, just a sideways, right? We don't progress the trend. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, we're expanding. From contraction comes expansion. Okay, so we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 going up for the 5. All right, so where are we in that process? What did you send me a daily? I think you did. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Yeah, we're stuck with that. 1, 2. Well, might be a workaround, right? If you're a purist, that works. You hate to truncate like that, but you might be stuck with it. It looks like a 5, 3, but that doesn't look like a great 5 there. Does it matter? Probably not. Excuse me. Okay, 1, 2. That's got to be the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all very nicely done. It's just habit, right? When I see a 3, I want to measure it. It's nothing right spot on. I'll measure all of them. That's the 1. How's this 3 do? Didn't quite hit anything here. We got the 1618 on this side here, but that's not relative to that one. I like this channel. Now you're going to have to clone that. I see what he's doing here. Okay, so let's get this off of here. See if this is a different read on it, because we've looked at this twice now. Okay, so we're gonna go 4 here. So this might fly. That is a different take on it. Can we get a 5 into that? Oh, well, okay. So we're retracing some areas. There's an impulse right here that we're stuck with, right? We're kind of got to. Oh, here, hang on. Let's go down the jury. Oh, what's something bright here? So that impulse, I think, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get the good 3, 4. I think that might be shaping giving you something here that's more difficult to work with here. And I'm sure Dr. Albin sees. He's probably considered this. See, it looks to me like we've got a zigzag here. I know we looked at this a couple of times here, but just coming back at it from scratch. A, B, C. It looks like 5, 3, 5. What do we do with that? So I know Dr. Albin, he'll see this. What's the alternate, right? That would make this more palatable. That's the right word, because it's a bit of a stretch, right? It's not a clean impulse. Is this the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Maybe. Alternate, right? So if you're, again, I have to decide how much this matters. A, B, C, X, A. Oh shit! Maybe we can't do that. No, we can't. Okay, so we could do. You can't. Nope, you're stuck back where we were. Right? You can't overlap. You can't do it that way. So it looks better like this. A, B, C, zigzag completes. So let's push this off. Zigzag. You're stuck with it. And it's technical. Right. Front run, possibly. Right. So that means we're going to go up here a degree, which means W. Now that fits with, right here, you're thinking you're done. Right now, oh, fuck. Okay, well, what's left? Well, if it's not this, then what? All right, that's the decision matrix of Elliott Wave. Is it X? Zigzag, W, X. Well, I think that the X is solid. Well, it looks like you got 5 there. Oh, it's a little skinny down here. All right, now I got tripped up on this one last week. What do you got here, right? This is a guess. This is a wagon here. You don't know what you have here. You can't be done here, right? You would need the other, but you'd need this to go deeper, because if it's sideways, I can't have 2 zigzags. I got busted by one of my senseis on that last week. Is it sideways? If it's coming down lower, no, right? So ideally, you'd get it down here. So this would be A, B, C. Oh, one of my wizards will set me right here on this. I'd be looking for that. W, X, A, B. There's no, I don't see an alternate, right? I can't, this, you immediately start thinking, oh, is there some sort of triangle in there? I don't think I can do that. There's no, I can't, right? Because if it's A, B, I can't finish the C. It would have to be W, and that looks more like an A. That's an iffy B. Other thought is the B's higher. So essentially, where are we? Okay, right? So when in doubt, can I simplify this thing? I'm in this consolidation here. Nobody knows what's coming out of there. The assumption would be, okay, well, I'm in a raging bull, right? And I'm in some sort of a 4 over here, if that's the X. And we're coming down lower. Okay, well, where might we anticipate that? Let's take that out of there. That's the 2 and that's the 3. It has all the characteristics of a 4, and we'd be coming right back into that support down here that he identified earlier. So I would take this up. I'd like it a whole lot better. This is unknown, right? He's making an effort, right? So what is it? We don't know until it comes out of there. But I've got lower, low, double. So lower, lower high, lower, low, double, lower, low. So the trend is certainly down. Love it down here if it cooperates right now. We could launch from here, and then we'd be back here trying to figure this thing out. But odds are that this likely rolls over a little bit more. Right? It'll go with Bitcoin. And you can see totally unmitigated order flow down here, right? So this hasn't been tapped at all. It's a tough one, right? It's hurry up and wait today, right, in most markets. How are we doing? Do we get it? What time is it? They're coming up. Oh shit, 5 minutes, I think. Okay, let me keep going. Dr. Alban, I need to get ready for FOMC. Dr. Alban's a trader. Okay. Okay, hang on. So I got Solana. I got that. Oh, Dr. Alban, you give me a few down here. Okay, so I think we've certainly looked at Solana. That's where I would leave it, right? Just you don't want to enter now. Let's get through the Fed. Okay. Chris is, let's see if I click on him. Member. All right, fuck. Oh, I'm not very good at holding to my restrictions here. How many more do I have here? All right, I'm gonna try. Shit, now I'm inconsistent. I did one, I'm not gonna do the other one. All right, let's I've got FET somewhere. Oh, come on, FET. Shit, I'm not. Crypto. Oh, fuck, where are you? Oh, we can go to over here. I have it somewhere. I don't remember what exchange. Let's get over to the. This is everybody loves this one. All right, so much for me being a hard ass. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chris, I don't think you need me for this one. What did he say? Chris just said, "Hi Sam, FET please." Well, okay. Well, I'm surprised. Makes me think he didn't look at it too hard, which is kind of why we're asking for people to look at, show us their charts. What else would you be thinking there? And that's about as drop dead simple as it gets. Now, yeah, okay, so here's a good example. I think that'll do it, right? Oh, because I'm log scale. Oh, that fucks me up here. Well, actually, I'm glad we did that. Okay, that's good example. Okay, now look at this now. Do you want to put the 4 here? I see in log scale. Yeah, of course. Wait a second. Is that where I want to put the 4? Maybe not. It creates a conundrum. I mean, it really does. What do we do with that, right? So, I mean, certainly got the range, but I'm in a $3 range. So I think you're going to have to revisit that. Here, let's see. I'm talking about how simple it is, and I'm catching myself. Now, can we do that? Boy, it's tempting. Don't want to put it there, but you're kind of stuck with it. We can't call that the 4, not with this range. And it's a clear ABC. Looks like that's a 1. We're not done yet. Yeah, I see it, right? I don't like connecting the two either. You know, I want to do this. But I don't want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just too far away. It's just too far from. Come on, why are we lagging? Why am I lagging here? I don't know why, but I am. Here we go. Okay, so let's get in and focus over off of this low. So what is our low here? This is August. Well, let's go up a degree. Seems, oh, fuck. Come on. You're going to need a triangle there to save that. As an impulse. Let's wick it off. All right, so we're to and through. That's a daily. Let's go to a 4. Looks like there's a good impulse in that 3. Yeah, there is. Oh, it might be. Might be here. Let's see. Can I get that done? Do I need that is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A. Yeah. Well, that's an ugly finish. I don't know that it matters. You might need that 1, too. Probably best there. Well, that's a little problematic as well, right? Do we finish here? It looks like we truncate, right? Do we want to truncate? No, we don't want to. If we can avoid it, so this would have to be ABC, which actually flies. So it looks like that's a W. W, X. I mean, you can see the potential for a 1, 2, 3, and we're going to truncate here. Okay, maybe, right? So how would you know? Well, it depends on what happens here. If you're going to go A, B, C, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't really work because that would be a 1 and you've already overlapped here. So if you were thinking truncate here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 2 is already overlapped. So already you're back to a WXY, and you're probably looking at this thinking, okay, oh fuck, A, B, C. I think that's where you are. Oh, the trend lines here, I'd keep them for W. A, B, looks like that's technical. Be just a little too far. Looks like they just wicked it. Get right on that. We already got first target, so something like this down here. Again, this got barely tapped down before we launch. That looks pretty good. Interested down here. Right, you'd have to, so well, because with the overlap, right, we have to do this as a diag unless this ends up as a triangle, 1, 2. So you have to do 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So that has to be starting something, right? It has to be a leading. If we're going to do a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, it has to be a leading diag. So now we're back into, okay, is 4 longer than 2? Well, if we come down here, yes. So you'd be looking at this. Oh, fuck. And we can look do it this right. Definitely, right? Plenty long, right? So that's in the arithmetic. So it would be a 5, right? So you have to do this 5, 3, 5, because there's a clear 5 here. 3, diag. Now, note, if we're doing that, that's not the 3. It's not the 3, right? It's not, well, let's see, can we... Nope, there's no alternate, right? 1, 2, that's impulse. So this would have to be 1, 2, 1. Wow, is that bullish? If this is going to be the 1 of the 3, oh man. Well, shit, we're going $10 easily. Well, let's do it this way, right? So don't guess, measure. What would be extreme? This is going to be the 1. Holy shit. Minimum. Be up 2618. Just, oh, is it we get a, come here, god damn it. Trying to hurry. So we have a golden corner. What a shocker. Oh, it's a 5, and it retraced right into a golden zone. I've never seen that before. This will have already hit. There's your 80% right there. That's burned, right? So it's one use, right? You might have been a little worried here, like, oh, really? Oh, shit, it's not going to rise as long as this holds, right? The 80% stays intact. Boom, there it is. Don't let a golden go unpaired with a set of median lines. It's such easy money. The risk is so low. I mean, talk about a perfect entry right here. Stop under the low. Somebody shorted it there. Okay, so I think that's where we are with FET. All right, I'm not being very good with my discipline here. Rob Ang, he gave me a chart. Oh shit, what are we doing, Rob? Oh wait, it's I learned this last week. It's Robin. Hang on, let's see. Visit site. Does that? Oh fuck. Where's that going? See, oh, back to CRV. He must have a big position here. Because I think I remember last week's live stream. That's when I learned his name was Robin. He said, "Oh, please look at CRV." Let's see if I can get it over here. Oh fuck, I'm lagging, stuck. Do I get your CRV over here? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so what do I got here? I'm getting some very big bars there. Okay, Robin. Wow, you went big there. I don't dislike it. I'm just trying to get a handle on what you're doing here. Oh, I got a daily and a 5-minute. Wow, that's okay. That's an extreme. Well, let's go to the daily first. Holy shit. Okay, so let's, what are we doing here? I got to really compress this. There we go. All right, I'm going to, see, I always like the volume below, right, in another panel, because it gets in the way of the, it's just maybe just my own quirks. Okay. Let me just, I know it's just easier on my old brain. Okay, I got a lot of EMAs. Not that they aren't valuable, right? I'm just trying to get to it so I can. Okay, I like your geometry here. This is good use, right? So it just shows that that's why I like to see your charts, to see how you're approaching the market. Well, I like this one more than I like this one. Looks like you were trying to go for a channel here. Not sure what you were thinking there. Okay, so let's pull that one off. But this, right, that's very nice. 1, 2, boom. What a beautiful, beautiful retrace. Jesus, that's going to be maybe 707. Oh, look at that, 707 to the tick. Boom, third target. Oh, that's a big hit, right? So what we know, right, without any question, that's not retail. Okay, so let's label it. 3, looks like we're in the 4. God, did this all happen? Was it like this last week? Son of a bitch, it must have been. Okay, so, holy shit. All right, where are we? Wow, what do I have over here? What are those? Not fractals. They're not Ichimoku. What is that? Oh, maybe they're just levels that he's, I don't know what they are. Oh shit, Robin, I'm only doing this just to, let's see, maybe what's over here? What are these? Are these just big fat rays? What is that? Oh, these are just fat rays. I got it. Okay. So he's got targets. What else do I have over here? And then I got the 5-minute. Okay, so let's look here. Okay, so we wicked the golden. Wait, see, for me, again, this is maybe I can never go from a 5-minute back to a higher. I don't know where we are here. So I would have to be over here. And Robin, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna. I got to get to a clean chart. Okay, so it's not that I don't value what you're doing. I'm just trying to get a sense of where we are. Okay, so let's keep it drop dead simple. What's the simplest thing we can see, right? We're going sideways now, so we know we're in the 4. Good looking 5 that finishes here, right? So this is what he was drawing with his little wedge, right? And then we got the wedge here, right? That was nicely done as well. We got that little, you do it wedge or channel. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, let's zoom in here. Okay, we can see, right? We almost don't really need, right? We can see, right? The market's trying to find acceptance up here. We almost don't need it. But all right, it's good exercise to. Not on. Why am I not getting any volume there? Oh, there it is. Okay, right. So we can see, right? No surprise, right? This is right where we have. I actually don't. Oh, there's a way to do that here. I don't want the border. Okay, all right, so 1, 2, 3. We're in log scale, which fucks that up a little bit. Do we need to be in log? Yeah, pretty much. But certainly you can see all of this here. And it's a bit skinny, right? You got a little bit. Fuck me, come here. Let's pull them out. Well, it's the 4. We know that. What are we getting in there? Boy, that's up. Well, that okay. There's very little. This has to be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to get that in there. Kind of stuck with that. Well, looks like we got a W. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like that's W, X. Looking for that 4 over here. That's a bit large. I'm a green. All right. Let's bring you up to minuet. And it's good. It's just a habit, right? Alternate the colors. You don't get lost. All right. So that looks like we're there. 3, 4, 5 of the 3. W, A, B, C into a W. A, B, C into an X. Why? Let's just see if we go back to. Jesus, the log is just kind of stuck with it. Okay, where might we come? That's the lowest low. There's the 2. Back here. Back to a 4. Do it here. Well, ideally, right? So you want it to come down, right? You want it to sweep the stops that there, right? Grab some liquidity and then go, right? So it's more advantageous. You don't want to buy it there, right? You're smack dab in the middle at high volume in consolidation, right? We know that's it, what universal, right? From contraction will come expansion. We're in a squeeze, right? Black is squeezed, right? So we've got a big 3. Now we're in a squeeze. RSI is coming down. It's okay, right? I mean, I'm certainly not going to buy that. Well, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't buy that, but I love it down here a little bit lower. You get something like that. I get something into that, right? Because if we start to fall, right, then the next one will be here. Right, it'll go to where it needs to tap, right? That's what the algo is going to do, right? It's what's the point of the algo, right? To facilitate trade. Where is it going to facilitate? High volume nodes, right? Certainly can find trade there. What we're trying to accept here, value, it's a big value area, and it's a big fucking range. We've got that's a big move. So 1, 2, 3, I wouldn't buy it there. That's me, I wouldn't do that. But come a little bit lower, or what's your alternate, right? If you want to chase here, because that's a monster move already, let it complete the 5, because we can anticipate, right? It's just no guarantees, but you can anticipate if we get up here, we're going to at least come back to this zone. So maybe you're back to half. If we finish up here, let's come back to half of it. It's going to be a little different here. We come back to half of it. If this finishes that 5, maybe that's too much. Right? Back in value. 1 kick for the 5, and then we come back down. Buying in the discount. Okay, there we go. All right. Steel Swarm. How are we doing? Okay, I think we're going to make it on time. Yay. Oh, shit. Maybe not. Okay, a very messy ADA, but I got a chart. That's what I'm after. Okay, let me go here. Shit, I haven't done a very good job of looking at the chat. It's hard to do this and focus and keep track of the chat, but I'm going to try here. I always think I'm going to have leftover time, but I never do. Because I take too long. All right. So, oh, fuck. You're giving me a 5-minute? Steel Swarm, did you give me a 5-minute? Well, no wonder. Okay, well, what do you got on here? So you got, whose is this? This is, there's a lot of good ones on here. I don't recognize this one. Who is this? Lenny Kurther. I don't know that one. Okay, that's all right. All right, looks like a good one. Well, I no way I gotta at least go out to a 4 hour. Okay, there we go. Now I can see your work. Oh, much better, much better, much better. Right, this is what I'm after. This is what I'm looking from all the guys, right? It's not, I'm not trying to be difficult. Just trying to see your work. Okay, so I got a lot. Okay, let's, there's so many here. Let's just pause that for a second. Okay, 3, 4. I'm always kind of amused by some of the choices you guys make on size. Okay, so why do I have this twice? Are you giving me 2 counts here? I guess you are. 1, 2. Well, so there's another 2 in here. I'm not sure where that 2 is coming from. Well, so number 1, right? Always a good idea. Change colors, right? So you don't get lost. Okay, so if this is the 1 and this is the 2, I'm not sure what you're doing there. Let's see. So do we have an internal? Yeah, we do. 1, 2, 3. There's the 4, 5. So actually, I'm gonna just to simplify. I think we can do this. 1, 2. I'm gonna put that there because when we have a rip like this, we always want to keep it self-contained, if possible. Right now, the market doesn't always cooperate, but I want to complete that there. I don't want, or as I do this all the time, right? It's just I don't ever want to connect to that are not related, right? If I can, now the key being, can I complete it here? I don't want to do this and make that the 4, right? And then this is unconnected, right? Because I've got a completed impulse here. So, and then what drills that home is the channeling, right? That's what keeps you focused on, okay, can I complete here? Okay, 4 hour, but would appreciate if you could also give your feedback on a short-term scenario, 30-minute. Okay, sure. All right, so let's put this over here. So completed impulse. I'm in arithmetic, right? So I don't have to worry about, oh, is this distorting the thing? It's not, right? So, but god damn, these are big, right? You don't need to go that big. Okay, so that, because we can complete this, so the premise being that's 1, and that we're working on 2. Let's take these up a degree to minuet. Let's put them in something bright. Let's green. Okay, 1. So, wow, talk about a great example of from contraction comes expansion. It's just universe, right? Not just the markets. You know that's gonna, oh, he doesn't have it below. Talking November 6th, boom. Okay, so we have that completed. We've got this here. Now these are, I can't, jumbo. I'm just chuckling, right? It's just, I can always spot people that are new to it. Okay, so let's get in there. Let's get you up there. Okay, so we can certainly wick off the low. All right, where's our launch point? Completed impulse. I know he knows to do this, right? So we got this. All right, so we're he's already got it teed up. Oh shit! Here, just give me a sec. Okay, so now if I take it out of log, I like the 50 down here, and I've got some unmitigated order flow sitting right here. So you know that's going to be high volume. So if I just from the low, right, high volume, whereas we're sitting here, I got high volume down here, right? So, and then I got high volume right here. Look where that sits, right, between the 50 and the golden zone. So if this is, what are we after here? What would we love, right? If the market's going to give us what we love, oh, thank you. It doesn't always cooperate. A, B. Oh, that's a shitty A, isn't it? You got to double it. Well, you can get it. You got to do this. You got to use that truncation, which I hate to do. Oh, fuck. Come here. It's not quite. It looks like it gets it by a wick or a tick. Or that shit. That may be a true double. Okay, there's an A. I like your thinking there. I'm gonna take that off for a second. So is that? All right. What did we just hit? Golden. So what's the reference there? Oh, fuck. Why is it stopping there? Right? Isn't that always right? When it stops, that's the first thing I always ask. Why is it stopping there? Okay. So if this is A. Let's take a look there because it looks like you might have an impulse in here. Well, there's an impulse in here, right? So do we have to do is A, B, C? That's what we need there. That's a 1. Let's go to a 30. You see the conundrum, right? So here's you could count it this way. Clearly the 4. There's an impulse, but you got this, right? So are you going to have to? Right? We're looking for a B, right? Now, are we doing this because we need it? Oh, let's go something brighter. There's the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. That's a shit show right there. I guess you're gonna have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a 1. A, B, C, and that's slop. Well, we eventually waterfall, get the 3. So there's a candidate for an A. You're gonna have to do A, B, C, right? Because if this is the 1, 2, which see you kind of need it. Otherwise, it's 1, 2, and you get an impulse, right? You don't get a 3, 4. Or 4, 5, right? If you were thinking 1, 2, impulse 3, 4, 5, it doesn't happen. So what's the alternate? Oh, A, B, C. I can't make this shit up. Why does it stop there? That's why. Well, if that's a B, okay, so now we're back to, God damn, I don't know why I have 2 of everything here. Okay, so is this a candidate for, if this is A and this is B, okay, well, we're looking for a 5, so maybe he was on the right track there. So, well, that's a little wonky. A, B, C, I guess you can fly with that. It's not much of a 3, though, is it? You might get stuck with this. One, two, ugh. Well, that's just a clusterfuck of the highest order right there. Well, that's the low. God, do I have to do this? 1. There's an impulse there. What is this? God, is there some sort of... Oh, fuck, that's a shit show right there. 3, 3, 5. Oh, let's try that. Jesus, is that what I have here? I almost want to go DE, but I can't make that fly. Let's that brighten up a little bit. God, that's ugly. Okay, well, at least we start to get a little traction here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Already overlapping. There's an impulse in that, right? So you find what you can see and what you can label that you have conviction in. Or I don't have to look too hard here. Oh, fuck me. Hang on. Oh, Jesus. Got a little off track there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's bright? Yellow. Okay, so do I have a 3? Yes, right? Do I have a completed impulse? Yes. Right, no overlap there, so I've got a completed impulse right here. And it channels decent. It's decent. Not great. Left you a little bit hanging down here, so, oh, there's a reaction. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Right, we're coming out of the impulse, so the 3's in. So let's take you up a degree. Okay, this has to go up multiple degrees, so let's go to, and change that color. Let's go to white. Okay, I want this down here. Where am I looking for the, oh, Jesus, where am I looking for the 4? Well, I'm pretty close right at the 50. 4. I don't want it to overlap that, so reaction is a good sign that we're going to hold the impulsive structure, so we're looking for that down here. But what are we trying to complete? We're trying to complete the 3 relative to this 1, 2. So now let's go back here. God, I'm going to Cardano, get this bit sheet. The 1 is a bit of a stretch. 2, 3, 4. So why is Cardano going down? That's the next question, right? If everything's going up, right, it makes you think, wait a second, am I just ass backwards here? What's wrong? I'm going to take this off. What are we doing? We're trying to correct. Let's get back here. All right, does this make sense? Yes. Oh, these are probably too big, but so what am I after here? That's all I'm after. Big impulse. Can I get the correction? Right, can I get this thing to complete? Well, that's where we're kind of wrestling with that. It ain't pretty. Do we have that? That's what we're trying to get. Well, alternate's going to be, we had a shallow 2 here, right? And this is going to end up being a 3 of some sort. We're going to have to work our way back into this. And okay, we were just looking, oh, 1, 2. Oh, we're going to have to dance with that, right? So this would be 1, 2, and then we're going 3, right? So if it does that, we're back to that same spot. Going, okay, right? You see the problem there. The problem's the wrong word, right? But I got an impulse here. So unless I do this, right? So, which I guess you'd be stuck with this. You'd have to do it this way. The 2 is going to have to be somewhere in here. Oh, we're on let's go to the 30. Can you get away with it? Then you got to do 1, 2, 3. I guess you can. 1. No, fuck. You might do A, B, C. Fuck. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's mighty skinny, but you could probably sell that to yourself. I'm not trying to sell it to anybody else, right? So, okay, that would be 1, and then all of this would be part of the 2, right? So you can see an alternate count there. Why do I bring that up? Because if we get a launch, right? If the market, everybody's anticipating a big rip from the Fed today. Whenever everybody's thinking it, that usually means everybody's wrong. That's a lot of people on one side of the boat. So could we be doing this? You'd have to be prepared for this. Oh, if I'm right on it. Right to the golden. All right, so we got golden trapped by golden. Do you see it? Assuming you do. All right, this is what dictates the market. Algo to algo, right? You're just in an algo box. So why would you want to trade that? Answer is you wouldn't. What's your edge? Don't have one. Other than the higher degree trend. You're just in an algo box. You would want that, right? If it's me, and I have plenty of this, I want it lower here before I'm going to reload and add more. I want the 3. Okay, good one, Dr. Altman. Thanks for that. Oh, shit. He gave me a video. Holy shit. Correct thing. Oh, shit. Did I have the wrong link? Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. The thing I used, they changed it, and I'm always guessing a little bit whether I've got the right thing. So thanks for that, Dr. Alban. I appreciate it. He keeps an eye on me, Dr. Alban. He's a good member. He's been with us for a long time. Okay, Griff, what do we got here? I forgot to upload my chart, but please do the other. Oh, okay, right. Oh, Griff, well, since you loaded a chart here, what did you give me? ARB, okay. Let's take a look here. Right, since he's nice enough to load his chart. Okay, well, this looks interesting. Aw, thanks, Sam. That's nice. Okay, so there's an impulse correction. Oh, monster. Right now, that's ARB to tether. Let's just take a look here. I need a blank one. Okay, so let's go over to Adam since I'm not on Binance because I'm in the U.S. I can't be on Binance. Okay, so let's go to ARB. USD. Where are you doing that? You're on Binance. Huh? You guys all must be from outside of the States. Okay, so you're on Binance. So that must be USDT. Yeah, USDT. There we go. Okay, what are we thinking here? So he's giving me that. The only thing I see that makes me a little uneasy is you're maybe connecting too much, right? So, all right, let's get out of here. What is it he's doing? I see. Okay, I see what he's doing. All right, so he's going with a 5, expanding the B. Let's go to a 4-hour here so I can track his count. So, right, it's very, very reasonable to, oops. 1, 2, 3, I guess would be 4, 5. Now, well, we've got this wicked wick here, right? So you're kind of stuck with it. See, it makes a difference because if you take that wick out, right, we have an impulse. Well, do we? Line chart? Yeah, we do. Oh, let's get in there. Is this fucking the count up? It might be. Do you see what that did, right? What's happening in that wick, right? They're just filling in that imbalance. Interesting. Well, what's your alternate? Reasonable. You got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got ABC, not much of a 5. So you can play it the same way, just as he's got it. So he's taking it down here, A, B, oh, fuck, C. That doesn't really help us much. So he's taking it A, B. Well, so the problem with that one is that's not an impulse, right? So we can't. If we call it a C, we have to work backwards and get an impulse out of that, or a 5. Fuck, can we even get a 5 out of that? Oh, maybe we can. Let's take a look there. Oh, let's pull back here. So sometimes you get lost, right? That's why you always want to start on the higher time frame, because you can get lost. All right, let's take this out for a second. Oh, fuck me. Come here. Oh, God damn it. Okay, let's get here. So this is, we've looked at this many times, right? This crypto did this before the election, right? So we have this, we're just in this box. Consolidation, right? What comes from contraction? Expansion. I'm not sure we want to necessarily try and link all of this, because what you're doing is you're doing this. Now, we're going to get that? Maybe. I'd be more inclined to leave this alone. What is it? Does it matter, right? Now, it would only matter if we run out of numbers up here, right? And we need to come back and, oh, I need another one too. as is, okay, maybe you could, if you wanted to try and keep it simple, as this is how he's counting it. 3, clearly we're in the 4. A, B, C. You see what that's creating? If I do it this way, and then I'm getting that 2, and then I'm getting this 3, and then I'm going to get my 4 here, right? Wrong look. So makes me think that whatever we're doing, right, I want to stay where it's self-contained.